Okay, I think I'm ready. Let's do this. What bad guys should we do? Do we have somebody? This cosmic level, but it doesn't have to be cosmic. Sounds fun. I haven't done a Chibi Mephisto since Mephisto was on everybody's mind during the WandaVision. Let's do Mephisto to start off with. Pull up reference real quick. Marvels, weird products. Got pencil. And I've got watercolors. Spritzer bottle. Pan real quick. Paint's fine. My hands are dirty. I had a flat tire on the way home, so I'll gunk on my fingers. We're trying. How's everybody doing tonight? Having a good night? Portions, right? Big head. Try to give him some action with the body here. He's got a tiny one. He's out over the farther. See that okay? You guys are awful quiet. Let me know if everything's going okay. Is the music too loud? Version to go with here. We'll put light colored pencil lines down, and then I'll come in with the watercolors. And after all that, I'll come in with the inks. Hopefully that process will work okay. Cape with this. Now, in normal form, he has a cape that's like bigger than his head, but obviously I can't make it bigger than the Chibi, can I? Do something like that. Can you see that okay? Seems like it's getting blasted out. Let me see if I can adjust my brightness real quick. Sorry, I know it's not the content that people want. That help? Let's do that. Does have 20 ears. Pretty crazy hair. Does have that widow's peak thing going on. I have to cross this cape thing to give him some hair outside here. Cape. Trying to figure out how to do the connection on the cape. I think it's just from this part, just do it into this. Cape doesn't seem like it'd be very practical in hell, does it, with all the flames and stuff, does it? I guess that's on the guidelines. The watercolor, hard to erase through the watercolor. Legs. All right, throw some color on it. And we'll, trying to keep this pretty loose and casual. Obviously, we need a lot of red. So, probably need a bigger brush. This is taking forever to get some red. Come on in, bitch. Thank you, sir. All right. Special delivery. Green tea, lemonade, unsweetened. Thank you, sir. Now you can see it at least, right? It's kind of fun to do these like quick pieces where I'm not too worried about the details or making sure things are right. You can learn a lot doing these. You know? Everything's got a red tint to it, so it's okay if I'm not putting it on full value because we want to be able to use the same red to do like shadows and stuff like that. And I do have other values of red, but here I am trying to put in a little more of the red, just make it differentiate. Can you talk to me tonight? Is that something else you want to talk about? easy. Piece here. Trying to take some of the red that I put down pretty heavy back here, put it into like, this clothing so it differentiates. Red on the outside's drying. I can come into the eyes and put in some like orange, yellowish orange. Straight orange for now. And again, I'm not too worried about it. Like this bleed here. So I'm trying to force myself to work a little looser. And this is one good way to do it. I'm grabbing some darker red. Too much water, not enough pigment. I should break out the heat gun. Or just blow on it. Maybe with this darker red for some faux background elements. Just like a lava texture, just as hell. It's a trope, but you know, tropes are tropes for reasons. They work. See that happens around plane, so through like that. You ever see somebody standing on lava, I can't help but think, Mustafar, you were the chosen one. We'll see Mephisto has the higher ground. I don't have a border around it. I'm just kind of simulating one here. Stopping colors. Okay, is red dry enough to go in and do something with? And grab a darker red. With a more pigmented brush this time. Trying to get more pigment. Just eyeball in some shadows, maybe. Now, you guys probably can't see it, but I can still see my pencil lines underneath the paints, so that helps. Show Visto's pretty ripped. I really thought of Visto's ripped, but I guess all the comic book characters are. I think he's generally drawn without boots. Or does he have boots? I guess he does have boots. It's a little chibi feet kind of thing. Probably use a lot of his red in the cape. The nice thing with the volcano stuff down here, I don't know where it was at Streamyard. I saw it. I can bring some of the yellow glow up into the figure. That might help. And don't forget, we're going to come back in with ink, so I can add in a lot of the detail that I may be kind of losing here. These styles. His hair, we start with that. Come with the color. It looks weird, but it is really coming along. Trying to keep it kind of loose. No, I don't see any comments yet. Nobody has any bad guys they'd like to see chibified. Making suggestions. I think who I've done in the past. I've done Loki, I've done Thanos, done Super Scrolls. I'm trying to think what bad guys that I've chibified before. Not that I can't do them again. That pass of red's dry, and we'll come in with some orange down below. I actually kind of have the overlap with some kind of shadow or thickness. Red and orange drawing. I'm going to come in with the brighter yellow under the eyes. Try and get some pigment on my brush here. My koi watercolor set's a little old and beat up. Okay. And let's see. Actually make his face a little on the purple side to differentiate. He's wearing a skin-tight suit. I gather. He's also got gloves on. I didn't just notice that. Line for gloves. We'll go back to the first red. Put that up. Grab some purple. Just give it a try. Just do some across the texture to the top of the lava. Chat with me, join me in the stream. Tell me what bad guys you'd like to see. Come in with another darker color too over the top of this purple. And it actually makes the lava part of it pop out more as you have a higher contrast. So far, I haven't changed brushes or anything. Water down the first red we did. Just do a wash. So I'm grabbing some red and then sticking the brush back in water, heating it up. This over the entire thing. I'm just using this to create a bit of lighting. I know it looks like a mess, but actually thinking it's going to work okay. We'll set this to dry. I'm going to do another layer over the Chase is saying, would you consider this Xenomorph an Alien franchise badge? I thought it was our Geiger TV. I've actually done a Geiger TV before, but yeah, I'll take a shot at it. Let me finish up this one and we'll do a Geiger TV. Let me grab some blue, a dark blue. We'll go back over the lava again. Chase this comment if you're not watching on YouTube. See, I'm just making stuff up. This is streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, so I can see all the comments, but obviously if you're watching a particular channel, okay, I'm going to set this off to the side to dry, and then we'll go in and add some ink lines to just pop everything out. Xenomorph. Let me look up the Xenomorph real quick. I mean, I've drawn it a few times, but never hurts to have a reference handy. Now, the Xenomorph already has a big head, but obviously we've got to make it bigger. The brush will do that. So the thing is, the Xenomorph has such a dynamic body. Chibi bodies don't lend themselves well to dynamism. Let's see what we can do. I want to have some action in the body. I think I'm going to have a line of action like this, with the head taking up most of the watercolor shoot. Now the other thing the Xenomorph lacks is eyes, so that's something we can't give it for the Chibi. I have to make the legs bend. It's jumping. Put it across the body. I normally I wouldn't draw the legs bent, but the Xenomorph has this tail that we can play with. You see the body in there? And I can continue the line of action into the tail. Come down and actually lead the eye back into the head. Lines there. Construction lines, and lead those, and lead those, and lead this. Probably let the ink, the paint, do a lot of the the simulation of detail, and then I'll use the ink afterwards to create more detail. So that's I'm not going to do the extended dot, but it's going to be like this. I think I've got enough there to give myself something to work. I'm just going to do pretty much a gray wash to give the whole feel of it. Load up some black and some water. Those marks out of there. And that's a lot of ground I got to cover. Let me get a bigger brush. And that'll actually make me be looser too. Get a highlight spot on the mortar. I think one of the creepy things about the xenomorph is it always has that kind of wet look. Okay? It's slimy or something. Almost like a Rorschach test. Like, what do you see? What do you see in this block? Again, this is where we get loose, so we're going to use the brush to kind of create some of the details here. And that's one of the other things about the xenomorph is the silhouette, like all the barbs and look like ribs and stuff like that. Jace, do you do like weird exercises and stuff like this? I know you're an artist. Ooh, so many spiny things coming out. Add some random details in there. This is not often, although I sometimes draw cartoon anime spook mashups myself. The xenomorph's head always kind of reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog's nose and shape. Interesting. I mean, just like, obviously, like I draw more of a cartoony, or not a cartoony, but more of a comic book style. And doing stuff like this just forces me to use different artistic muscles. It's good to do these things that you don't normally do. It's a different set of muscles. With that brush, and let it dry. A smaller brush. Go back to Mephisto while the xenomorph dries, and I'm looking for more bad guys. Everybody has some bad guys, so let's switch to the Tombow calligraphy pen. Start picking out some details that we like. That's the ear. This is hair. And this is the cow, part of this cape. This side, this is hair. This is a cow. gloves on. I gotta remember you got gloves on. Color into the replicate. Right into the is lava. Kind of helps give the lip to this side. Come over the other side of to that side. It helps tie the color in. Grab some pale orangey yellow. Throw in some cast light onto him so you can see that he's standing in the lava. Because the rest of these books on drawing in a more simplified art style, like you probably do it more often. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, well, my methods aren't necessarily for everybody, so. But I find forcing myself to work looser like this helps. Part of Comic Jam Hawaii, I've been doing a lot of just sketching. At the Comic Jams, I've just been giving away sketches. I'm not worried about the quality. I'm just trying to get a lot of stuff out. I'm trying to get myself in the mental mode of conventions of speed again. So obviously, when I do conventions, I do try to do a little more quality than I would on the sketches I'm giving away. But I think that hint of orange ties me in. Sorry, let me take the comment off. You guys see what I'm doing. Nobu, hello. Right, so there's the Chibi Mephisto. Yeah, people remind me I gotta sign stuff. I'll probably come in with some white after everything dries to add some more highlights. All right, back to the Xenomorph. Nobu says Aloha. Hello. And again, there's an open invitation. If you guys actually want to jump in the stream with me, you can. I'll throw the link in the chats again. Hopefully the music's not too loud. All right, so Xenomorph. The nice thing with the combos, even though I'm using them after the watercolors, they're very watercolor friendly. So once they dry pretty quick, so I can come back in with watercolor again if I want. Some lip. think just kind of want to do some motion lines. Just seems like he needs some. I don't know why. I just felt like he needed some motion lines. Like I said, the xenomorph, I always picture in motion. Give the longer claws with the combo. Going along. Add some of the ribs. Kind of stylized looking. Sternum. I'm not going to go back in and fully outline the tail. I'm just going to try to hit the spikes I created earlier on the underside. Just gives you that sense of lighting. Do the same thing with the spikes. As far as what's going on in here, it's mostly just shadows, so I'm not too worried about it. It's like I'm actually going to darken it in some more. Okay. And then we'll play with these details we have. We'll put some ribs on it, like it's cabling, or who knows. The thing with the xenomorphs is you have that biomechanical look. There's weird stuff going on. Let's have some. What color was the acid? Green? Yeah, it's going to be green. Let's do a little acid drool. I'm going to get a fully pigmented green so you can see it over. Next we have some on the other side. And then we'll give it some mood. We'll go back and with the bigger brush again. We'll just grab some purple, very watered down purple. Come up on the underside, we'll put some purple. You see the ink lines I put in with the combo aren't running. So we use the blue on the underside, and we come with the light. I'm sorry, the purple on the underside, and we come with the light blue on the high side. Again, very watered down, almost a wash. Into that. I like having the. It really wants to show the gums on the xenomorph, but I like having that spot of red to kind of draw your eyes to his mouth. We're gonna let this dry a bit, and then I'll come in with the white Presto pen and add some highlights. So in the meantime, anybody have any other bad guy they'd like to see? Chibifying? Taking suggestions. Come on. Thinking. Let me see if anybody commented on anything. Maybe I got some suggestions from this. No comments from the peanut gallery. Okay. All right. I have a white paint pen. I have a little more control. Let me make sure this is dropping paint. Pour and test it. Make sure we got good paint. So we need some paint, or rather some white in the jewel, so you can kind of see it outside the black. And then said the xenomorph should look like it's slimy and wet, so put some random white spots in. I'll also put some on the various biotech stuff. It also gives it more depth. You get highlights and shadows on it now. So even though it's a chibi, still have fun with it, right? Still. Again, I have no idea what that is, but just felt like I needed it. Kind of do like just like these guys' lips. That's the white that I put there a minute ago. Highlight along this edge, and I think we have a Chibi xenomorph. I think. Does it look like a Chibi xenomorph? Here, bring it closer to the camera. I think let this dry, and then like just do a wash with the background, kind of a blue and purple or blue and green. Maybe some hints of objects for like sci-fi setting. And there's the pisto. Okay. Oh, we got a suggestion. All right, let's see. Chase Williams says kind of stuff, but Skeletor. Okay, let me pull up a Skeletor real quick. Chibi Skeletor. I've only been going for about an hour. I got 2 done, so maybe 2 more and call it a night. I do have to go to sleep and get ready for work tomorrow. All right, Skeletor. Let's see what I'm looking at. I'm not set these off to the side somewhere. Later. I feel like the way the Chibi Xenomorph came out. That was a fun one. Make sure I'm drawing on the right side of the paper. I think I am. Hard to tell with this watercolor paper sometimes. I want the more texture side, right? So he says he pictured the Xenomorph as a plushie. Alright. Pencil. Skeletor. Big hairs. More simplified version, huh? Is that what the product actually looks like? Yeah, this one is a little more like something I can work with. We're trying to make use of the whole paper. For Chibi, I need to give him just a little ass nose. Hoodie bigger, I think. It's always hard for me. The bodies, what to do with the bodies is the hardest thing for Chibis for me because there's no definition. The joints are kind of rubbery. You know how people do this all the time. Kind of reverse pose that's in this, just on this side. put the staff on this side. I don't want the staff to be at an angle. If you have a Chibi Skeletor, you have to have a Chibi Ram too, right? If I can do that. It's one of the things when I did the Chibi Conan the Destroyer, it was like trying to draw Chibi skulls was weird. But if I like Chibify this ram, it's going to look more like a mouse. Pretty big. Interestingly, Skeletor is not wearing gloves. And this skull or this crossbones device that he has right here, kind of silly. I mean, the whole character's kind of silly. Like, how many of you watched did anybody watch the He-Man movie back in the 80s or 90s with Dolph Lundgren? And Frank Langella played Skeletor. And he took that shit serious, man. If you go back and watch the He-Man movie, Skeletor, or Frank Langella, he legit played Skeletor like he was in a real movie, you know? Like Reed, is the music too loud?
I don't know. It was a little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah, but now that I have someone to talk to in the stream.
Sorry, I was writing an essay.
Okay. Drop it down a bit. I'm gonna like just make the little armor accents he's got like tiny.
Are you doing a chibi version?
Yeah, that's the stream right here. So far I've done Mephisto and Xenomorph.
Oh. Well, I was looking at not the Streamyard version, but the Facebook one. So you're behind. I realized, I'm watching the wrong stream.
You have a cape? How do you got a cape? No, but he's got these weird, poofy things on his. It's like they're meant to be like epaulettes, but they're not. They're attached to this harness thing. So this one, I think I'm going to have to ink first. I don't know. Give it a shot, and then I'll drop color over it. So let's see. I'm going to do that. I'll still try to keep it loose. In fact, I'll give him 3 fingers. How you doing, Reed?
Okay. I mean, you just saw me.
Yeah, jam. Hasn't been that long, huh?
Hey, you see, I was right about the whole Winter Soldier thing.
Who was?
I was.
What were you saying?
That there was going to be the trial.
Oh, you were right. Yeah.
The trial that he's going to probably form either he's going to become U.S. agent or he's
Well, I know he's going to become U.S. agent, but I
yeah.
wasn't real sure if they were going to have a trial.
Well, spoiler for people that yeah. Yeah, so and then they were gonna fight because that's the only way that he would have gave up the shield. That's the only way that he would have gave up the
Well, yeah,
shield.
that was a given that they were going to throw down.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought it was longer than the other ones. This episode.
This was the longest episode so far.
Yeah, because there was certain points where like there was like two other places or three other places where I thought it was gonna end, and it didn't. I was like, wow. And then the whole cameo with, yeah, it was kind of interesting. It opens up a lot of doors. Yeah, so I don't know. So what do you think?
About what?
The whole cameo and stuff.
Talk about Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah.
I think it's more set up for future stuff.
Yeah, I think it would have made more sense if we had Black Widow first.
Yeah, I heard that she was supposed to be in that. I don't know how true that is, though.
But yeah, but when she said her name, I was like, ooh, I know who that is.
Well, it depends because they've done different versions of the character. Just like
Yeah, well, the one that's tied to, yeah, I mean the older one, yeah, she's been around for a while, and yeah, she's gone by different names. But the main name that was like, oh yeah.
Which main name?
Huh?
Which main name are you talking about?
Madam.
Yeah, a lot of people are thinking they're gonna like use her as the Norman Osborn.
Well, she did, as Madam, she did got the same training as, that would make sense in the Black Widow movie.
Yeah, and I think we'll see more of her, the Red Room stuff.
Yeah, and she was a double agent, so she kind of worked both sides. She was the girlfriend at a time. Well, when she first introduced, she was the girlfriend of what's his face, Nick Fury.
Nick Fury.
Yeah. But I don't think they're gonna incorporate that. I think she's just gonna have ties to Black Widow, I think. I found it kind of interesting that they did give the explanation of what happened to what's his face. Keep forgetting his name. The other Iron Man, the other Captain America.
Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah, Isaiah Bradley. It's kind of interesting what they said about like that happened to him.
Did you read the comic?
No, I didn't read the comic yet,
I
but
can
I
give
know
you a link
that
to the digital version.
yeah, I know that it's pretty much the same thing because
Well, no, the comic is way more
oh
effed up.
yeah, I know it is, but at least they mentioned some of the from what I hear, they mentioned a lot of the
Well, they mentioned the red tails, the Tuskegee.
yeah
That's where they kind of stole the idea. Well, not stole, but co-opted the idea
yeah.
for
Well, that's
how.
what happened, right? Tuskegee.
Well, I mean, what was done to the black service members in World War II and the testing and stuff was fucked up, no doubt about it. But the the, the red, white, and black, red, white, and truth, or whatever. It's a little harsher
Yeah,
than what actually happened, but it's
I
kind
gotta
of.
read it. That's one I didn't read, so yeah, I need to read that one.
Still looking for one more villain after I finish Skeletor. I got one more Chibi in me, I think. If somebody wants to suggest a character. Chase has thrown out two so far: the Xenomorph and Skeletor. You watch and you want to see a certain character cheapified, villain. Let me know. See if we can make that happen.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was gonna say go Mumra, but it's basically the same.
From Indiana Jones.
No, Mumra.
Mumra.
Yeah, from Thundercats. It's the same Hanna-Barbera, world. Or you can go the other route and do the Predator. Or, that'd be a cool chibi to do. It's a bad guy.
I think for his eyes, I'm gonna. Skeletor's not really shown with pupils or whites, but I'm gonna do like a darker gray just to give him some focal point to look at.
You know the backstory on how Skeletor became Skeletor?
No, I wasn't really a huge He-Man guy.
Well, it goes back to like he was a handsome sorcerer, and what happened is he got his he was dabbling into some things and
Well, I mean, his body's normal.
well, okay, so yeah, his face got damaged, and he realized after his face got damaged that he wasn't strong enough to rule the world, like the universe or whatever, the world. So he made a promise to fix, like like he would become strong and powerful, and but he was, it's like kind of like the monkey's paw, where
Yeah.
yeah, like you be careful what you wish for, kind of thing. Like it takes like Wonder Woman, right? So
Yeah,
what happened was because he was so beautiful, like his face got messed up, and he ended up losing his beauty to become all powerful. like Evil Lynn was in love with him before, like was taken back at how handsome he was. But because he realized that he didn't have the power and he couldn't defeat, you know, anybody like, like the sorceress at that time, which was, Castle Brayskull, that he became Skeletor, and so his payment was his good looks, and that's why he has a skeleton face. But going back to that Winter Soldier thing, I thought like when he asked about, if he would carry the shield, and he says that he wouldn't, because it wasn't made for him. Like they wouldn't accept wouldn't have accepted him, and that it's not his shield.
Yeah.
It wasn't made for him. I thought like the whole thing that ended at the end and leaves you wanting to find out what happens next makes that kind of like, oh wow, okay, I see how they're going around with that,
Well, the next my next stream next Sunday will be the full spoilers, recap, and stuff of Falcon and Winter Soldier. And we can get into all that stuff. We'll have seen everything.
Yeah.
We'll be able to expound and elucidate. Pigment.
Is that your new drawing of yourself?
What's that?
On your YouTube?
No, that's an old one.
I didn't see that one. That one you look like you're, I don't know, I can't hardly tell. It's like small.
Can't hardly tell what.
I can't see really the picture.
That was you watch Draw Off?
Draw Off?
BuzzFeed's Draw Off?
Oh yeah, they have that one Asian girl.
It's not there anymore, but yes, that Jackie Lee, yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was like, I thought she was super cute. I loved her personality. Oh my God, she had like an awesome personality. I wanted to totally meet her.
But they had a thing where you like draw yourself in the Warner Brothers style. So
okay.
That's my Warner Brothers look. If you look, it's like a brain, like Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, Jackie Lee's not on there. I think she got like a regular full job,
Well, she was working as a regular full job. She was doing like animation stuff.
No, but I mean like busy, but she doesn't have time to do the show.
Well, it's COVID too. You know, it only stopped because of COVID.
Well, draw off was digital. They do the whole thing
Yeah,
online.
but half of their banter was back and forth, right? And they would film it on set. So I guess they didn't want to have it like remote all the way to someplace else. You know what I mean? That'll be like, you know, it's too much problems to coordinate that stuff.
It,
And
that's
I don't know
fine.
how deep pockets that
Play
they
with the
have for
scene,
that.
put some background color on it.
Looks good. I like the xenomorph. Oh, trying to figure out what would be a good bad guy. That, that would look good as a chibi. Hmm.
Let me pull up a picture of the Nostromo interior and see if I can get like a hint of some Nostromo.
Now, what about something anime-ish?
So look at that. Just
We'll tell you do one for all. I mean, all for one.
for all. What are you talking about?
No, all for one. He's the villain for of All Mights.
Not familiar.
Yeah, he absorbs powers and takes it for himself. So, like, if you have a power, he can absorb it. So, the opposite is All Might's power is one for all. So, he has a power that he gives to somebody, and upon passing it, it adds to the power. You know. So it's like one for everybody, and you can keep on passing it on. Oh, okay. So maybe I got one for you. How about either Cobra Commander or Serpentor? Or oh no, how about How about what's his face? The guy that can change his. I was just talking about him yesterday too. God, my brain is Zartan.
Who's that?
And GI Joe.
Uh,
You don't know GI Joe?
Not super well.
Well, I
But
mean, it's an old character. It's from like the 80s. Zartan. Well, okay, so you know who Cobra Commander is, right? And
yeah.
you probably know who Serpentor is. I think Cobra Commander is too easy. Serpentor might be, not too many people like him. But Zartan was the guy that could like blend in and absorb light and blend
You guys,
into his background.
got a suggestion from Facebook, Reed. Hagar with Kova. Hagar.
Hey, Hagar,
What is that? Does that mean anything to you?
is that the only Hagar I know is
Not Sammy.
from what is that?
Hagar the Horrible.
Oh, Voltron. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the other one.
Oh, someone trying to give me do Chibi Mecha. Is that it?
No, Hagar is like he's like Mumra in his like shriveled form.
Okay. Let me finish up the Skeletor and I'll take a look at this character. See, this is the thing. This is like practice for conventions because I get characters thrown at me all the time that I'm not super familiar with.
Hagar is like an alien elf.
All right, I'll look him up
With Kova.
Who's Kova? What's a Kova?
I forget who Kova is. I only know Hagar. Let's look it up.
Is Kova like a
Oh, the cat. Is that the name of the cat?
sidekick? Or,
Yeah, it's like this. It's like this. Like it looks like one of those like bobcats, but more slender, like a panther. It's a black cat with like these crazy ass ears. It's the cat. Yeah, I didn't know the name of that animal. It's the one that would like it's like freaking. It's like kind of like the cat from, but not as cute as the Dr. Claw from or Mr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. And he had that black cat.
all right, let me look up this character.
Yeah, depending. The old one, it's blue. The newer one, it's black with like purplish like ears or whatever. Because I remember watching the new Voltron.
Both things. I figure I should get a good hit. We'll put in Hagar with Kova.
Yeah, but Hagar is the main one. I mean, it's a cat, so you can just add it in.
So this is what I'm seeing.
Well, if you just look up Hagar or Hagar, he looks like an old hag in a like a hood and a gown, kind of like Woodrow.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the wardrobe is going to cover up most of the body, so I guess.
Well, there's the old. That's the newer version. There's the older version that you see more of his face.
Getting Hagar slacks. Like you said, this is being a bit older, you know.
Yeah, the blue cat one. Because Voltron is like super old. Hagar had the gray the what is that? The brown staff with the brown cape or something like that.
Well, that is a brown cape and a
Yeah, that's him.
but that's not much to work with.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to work with him because you don't see a lot of his face.
Vertigo Sky. Would you rather have this version or the other one that we looked at, like all the like this
Or
version?
Zarkon. Yeah, there's Zarkon. Try to look up Zarkon. She said,
Well, Vertigo Sky suggested. So, like, which version are you looking at? Vertigo Sky, the newer one or the older one for Hagar, however you say his name. So this is what we're looking at for those of you that are in the chat. Zarkon might be more interesting, so let me look up Zarkon. Zarkon, that's also Voltron, right, Reed?
yeah. He's like the buff army dead.
Now, is there a difference between, does he have an older and new version too, or
Yeah, I believe they both have.
newer characters?
Zarkon looks like a fish. He has the fish ears and a crown on his head.
Okay, let me see if I can get a full body shot. I found him. I'm just trying to find a reference where I can see everything going on. Let's see if they got a turn sheet. Yeah, I'll go with the old school. I'm just trying to see if I can get a full figure reference. The best I can find so far is a bust shot.
Let me look. Yeah, there's not going to be that many because he sits on a throne majority of the time.
Sorry, I know this makes for compelling watching, but I'm trying to find reference for this character.
There's a Zarkon doll. King Zarkon. God.
Okay, we're getting closer. Black pants, red boots. I guess that's probably good enough. So we'll use like this so I can see the majority there. All right.
Yeah, his front whatever cape thing, his pareo covers majority of his body. I totally forgot about Lothar too. Holy crap!
I think for him, we'll make him just kind of stoic and not much movement on the body.
Yeah. Well, there's a toy that from 1984 that you can look at too.
He looks pretty stiff from what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, this is him without his cape on.
I can't see your screen. Reed.
Wait, no, I'll copy. I'll copy the image address, and I'll send it to the private chat.
You don't have your camera on. I can't. All I see is an egg.
Yeah, but I can't. There, I sent it to the private chat.
Yes. Okay.
So it's pretty much without his cape. He just has the medals, red belt, and bell bottoms, and boots, shoulder, whatever's.
Yeah.
But you probably won't see like most of it. You can just draw the cape over it.
Okay. So we'll do the head, and then we'll have to exaggerate the fishier things, right?
I guess I should work on something. Maybe I should turn on my camera.
I assume these are fangs going out of his mouth, right?
Yeah, he has teeth.
Chibi style, he's gonna look almost bat-like.
Yeah, he has those vampire fangs. Where's my garbage bag? Oh, here it is. Need a new garbage bag. I'm gonna dump out some other stuff on my table. I wrote this song a long time ago, a real long time ago. Feel me? The greatest song I ever wrote in '94. And that's it. This song a long time ago.
We're off. We're starting Zarkon.
What was that?
I said we're off. We're starting Zarkon.
Oops. Knock down the ink. How long I haven't worked on this table. Dusty. All right, let's see. Oh,
His staff is a hand doing this. Okay.
yeah, stuff is. Yeah.
I'm gonna, because we're in Hawaii. We're in Hawaii. His staff's gonna be a hang loose thing.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. They didn't say that logic back in the 80s was like, that great, but
Okay. Costume is pretty elaborate.
Yeah, he looks like the King of Hearts gone bad. Like the evil King of Hearts. Not the dude.
Okay, so that's going to be.
Wrote this song a long time ago.
Just have some of the construction lines so I can figure out what the heck it is
No,
I'm
man.
drawing.
Greatest song I ever wrote, 94.
For those who watch, I'm just erasing out some of the construction lines, so I'm not trying to erase through the watercolors.
You know that Vertigo Sky is very talented artist.
What's that now?
She's a very talented artist.
I'll have to check it out. What kind of stuff?
She does. She's a graphic designer. She does when she does do art and not like sewing bags and stuff. You know, she draws beautiful women and puts a lot of beautiful text with it, with a lot of like multimedia, like ink and paint and color pencil and all that kind of stuff.
Real disappointed with the kind of stuff I'm doing here.
I have like one of her pieces that is like sitting on top of my shelf on the top. It's a picture of Psylocke. Her women are more. You think that I draw good women? You should see her women. Her women are super good, and her daughter is super talented too. Like she draws like all these cute stuff and writes stories and stuff.
She's saying no. Shh.
Why?
Well,
Just telling the truth. Just telling the truth. Yeah, so her whole family is like super talented. They got the talent gene.
Well, Vertigo Sky, I'm sorry I'm not familiar with you. I will check out your stuff after the stream here. Sure, Reed will point me in the right direction.
She's on the kind. On
Okay, what does that mean?
well no, she's on Comic Jam.
Okay.
But Vertical Sky is her alias. She goes by something else. You probably saw her work and just don't know it. She says that she hasn't taken out her pads or her papers or her inks or pens in a while.
Well, break them out and hop on the stream with us.
Yeah, her daughter is like super talented. Future artist. She draws digitally now a lot. Even I actually have a picture of me and her on Facebook, and I feel like King Kong next to like
Well,
I
you
don't
are
know.
kind of a big dude.
Yeah, but okay, touche.
I mean, you're tall. You're
Wide.
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 I was going to say wide.
No. I'm all around big. It's like
Yeah.
it's weird because I don't
I mean, I'm
see.
5'7" and 230 pounds, and you make me look tiny.
Well, it's like I don't know. I don't look at myself as being like big until like I stand next to somebody or I look at some like I'm in the mirror standing next to somebody. That doesn't cross my mind. I don't know. Never dawns on me. Maybe I'm weird.
Vertigo Sky says, you're too nice, thank you, Reed. Can't do Chibi, so I'm here learning. Okay, well, I'm not the guy to learn from, not for Chibi anyway. These are me pushing myself out of my comfort zone and forcing myself to do loose stuff.
Yeah, you can do chibis. What are you talking about?
What's that?
You can do chibis.
You say, sir.
Yeah, you're better at it than me.
It's like I hadn't even tried Chibi until a few years ago when we had that Chibi card challenge.
Oh yeah. For a while, I got stuck
That was the
drawing
first.
chibis.
Well, that was like 2012, but it's been a few years.
Vertigo Sky, all she has to do is like pick up a pen and pencil, and then she goes on this creative kick where it's like designer meets artist. It's kind of like kind of like Sam Keat. You know how he uses like ink with color pencil, with paint, with chalk. Yeah. So she has that vibe. In fact, wait, let me go. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I can do it. Too much water.
I took this out of the case, but this is what she did.
Hold on a second. Nope. Wrong button. Nice.
And this was like years ago. So imagine. Look at that. Sexiness, the angle, everything. She even put the Psylocke theme. See, like I said, like kind of like that's the same thing that Sam Keat does. He does the painterly strokes and then goes over with the paint. It's like acrylic or gesso or something. Good use of watercolor. Nice blend. Nice line work. Mind-blowing work for this scale. requires quite a lot of precision. Yep.
All right. Hope you're okay with putting you on the spot there. Vertigo Sky. Nice work, though.
Well, it doesn't have her name or anything on it. Right? She even. Oh wait, she did sign it. Okay, it's tiny over there. I was like saying, oh, she didn't sign it. This is back in 2016. That's how long it's been sitting on my in my shelf in the case on the top case. Better than my crud. My crud is terrible, especially when I don't hardly draw anymore.
I saw you drawing a jam today. You still got it, man?
Yeah, not really.
Just because you're not enthused about it doesn't mean you've lost the ability.
Yeah.
We'll let that dry, and then we'll go in and add some lines. Put the red in the crown, I guess.
She liked my ink washes from back in the day. Now I have different ones. Different ink washes.
That's drying. I'm gonna
I like ink washes. Ink washes are fun.
More. Throw some greens in there.
I was gonna make you do a Queen Barrel from Sailor Moon. Queen Barrel. I should have let you try this pen.
What?
One of my fountain pens. This pen is I like better than. Well, okay, so it's not as flexible as the number 6 nib, but
hold on, let me bring you in the screen.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so like this pen is a magnetic metal pen. It closes really nice, but it's a number 5 nib or whatever. It's a flex nib, so it flexes pretty good. What is it? Like it makes a fat line, but yet it makes a skinny line. So it's actually quite a nice flexing pen for what it is. And it's pretty stiffer than the other one that I have, which is a number 6 nib that I made, which has the same line variation, but you can go like really fat with it. But this one's a little bit more harder to control because of the flex on the number 6. But the 5 is good. Hopefully I didn't draw on anything that was supposed to be drawn on. Okay, that's it.
Virgo Sky, may I ask how old your daughter is? If she's saying she does art too.
I think she's in.
What's that?
I think she's in high school now.
Oh, older daughter.
No, she's like a freshman. Maybe 8th grade. I don't know. Wow, she's 17. Oh my God, has it been that long? Wow.
Definitely older.
I thought she was just like going into high school. She's about to graduate already.
Is she going to go into art?
Oh, she's pretty talented.
It doesn't mean she's going to go into art, though. I mean, we've
Yeah,
had
well, we're all starving artists.
other talented people that we've known that, art isn't their occupation; it's their hobby or their.
So she's not sure, but she's really good though. Yeah, she is really good. She used to like I used to see all these made up characters that was like, oh wow, it's better than me. God, I hate drawing scenery. The hell?
That's you.
Yeah, that's dumb, stupid Discord. I gotta mute Discord. Man, drawing Brooklyn sucks. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna put that out there.
Brooklyn, the city.
Yeah.
Why are you drawing Brooklyn?
Oh, for Gwen. You know Spider Gwen?
That's meant John's Gwen.
Oh no.
So that's the city that you're drawing in the background of that piece I saw earlier.
Yeah, but I'm just making it up. I'm just doing, multiple, like 4-story high, buildings next to each other, with old school windows kind of. I'm just gonna try to keep it simple so it doesn't take away from the piece. And put some skyscrapers in the background. For New York City. What pen am I using, or is it what pen is Mike using? I think Mike is using this brush tip paint pen, right?
It's a paint marker. It's one of these cheap things. You see these deals all the time on like Facebook or other sites. You get the acrylicos. So I figured, the price is cheap. Let me try them out. And I'm kind of enjoying them. But these are paint pens. I got this is the fine point, and then the other size I got is
the black one.
The other size I have are these, but it's acrylicos. The name of the paint pen.
She said the black one.
Oh, the black one. Whenever I've taken to using the Tombow calligraphy pens. The
Yeah,
Tombos, the ink is very good for doing stuff like this because you can go right over it with the Copics, with the watercolor, with whatever. It doesn't tend to streak unless you put it on really heavy. Or all right, well, let's see. So we started off with Mephisto. And then we did the Xenomorph. I think the Xenomorph came out pretty good.
Yeah, Zemo's good.
Okay. And then Skeletor. And what's the name of this one again? Zar something? Zarkon. I want to say Zardoz, but that's that weird movie with Sean Connery. Zardoz.
You should try this pen.
You're on screen. What do you want to show?
It's called a Petite 3. It's made by Pilot, but it's a cartridge pen. But you can forego the cartridge, put some silicone grease on the thread, and fill this entire area with ink. And it's a small pen. That's why they call it Petite. But it's like a plastic tip brush pen, a fine tip sign pen or brush tip pen. So like when you post it, it gets longer. And so when you write with it, it's Japanese, so you can get like really fine lines like that. Or if you want, you can put down some pressure and then get like, Japanese kind of,
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I use the Tombos. Because I've tried using brush pens, and you know me, I'm not my control isn't that great. So I use the Tombos. The Tombos are. Let me get a piece of scratch paper real quick. Hold on a second.
Yeah, so this one's cheap. I think you can pick them up online for like.
Tombo, it's not a brush tip, but it is a flexible nib. So I'll try and.
Yeah.
The camera
it's like this one, but the thing is, you can use whatever ink that you want. Yeah, kind of like that one, but this one has a finer tip.
It's a flexible nib, so the same kind of thing. I have much more control with this than I would if I was using a brush because I have a heavier hand. But I can go from thick lines to thin. And because I have a heavier hand, it's easier for me to control this flexible nib than it is a brush.
Yeah. It's kind of like this one. This one's the new one.
Yeah. And I mean, these pens are only like $3-4.
Well, yeah, this one's kind of expensive.
You get them at I pick them up at Michael's. Michael's carries them. Diiso carries them. I think Fisher has them. I'm pretty sure one Kawaii
Graphics has it.
So they're pretty common. But it's the Tombow calligraphy pen. And like I said, it's good flexible tip, and it's really watercolor and marker friendly. So
you see this one?
The other. Am I looking? Oh, hold on. Let me bring you up again.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Yes.
Acrim.
Yeah, I would kill that thing.
Well, you can't really kill this thing because this is a G pen. It's a G pen that's in an Ackerman, so I can get like manga lines, and then I can get like really thick lines.
Yeah. But what happens when you spread the nibs? You're screwed, and that's.
Yeah, but these nibs cost like cents. You pull them out and you put in another one. It's the same nib as the one that's on my actual like nib. So it's not meant to be in this pen. It's just I can take it all in all. And this one I actually the other one I drew with this thing. I drew with the Hunts 102 in this
Yeah.
pen. So it will take the Hunts 102 and feed it so you don't have to dip it.
Well, I'm glad it works for you. I've tried using those kinds of pins, and I end up killing nibs.
Oh yeah, I know. But I mean these are like cheap ass nibs. Cheap ass nibs. I mean if people I got it because I don't like dipping.
Yeah.
And it seems to be working good. But the thing is the nibs corrode. So you gotta like take it out the pen. And it's easy to dismantle it and stuff. That's why I use, you know, fountain pens because they have a smoother line. This one's running out of ink already. Smoother line, and you can get the flex as well. You know.
All right, I think I'm going to wrap up. We did the chibi. We talked about pens. Any questions or comments from the peanut gallery? Any questions for Reed with the pens and stuff? We'll just go to a two shot like that. All right. Um, no,
Yeah.
all quiet. I know there's like a 20-second lag between the stream and what we see. And,
So when are you going to stream next?
well, like I said, next Sunday at 2 o'clock Hawaii time, we'll do a deep dive into Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I'll probably draw Falcon and Bucky. Maybe Walker and Hoskins. Alan says, "Can Reed be my pen pal?"
Oh,
Alan,
because why? Because I can write.
because you know about pens.
Oh, I guess I could.
Get it? Pen pal? Come on now.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You
well.
know, you
Oh,
know,
but I'm
Alan,
bummed.
you know Alan is the pun guy.
Yeah, he's so punny. So punny that he forgot to laugh. I roll the ball.
Yeah. So, and again, you're welcome to join us in chat. I think Reed will probably join me because I know he's got lots of thoughts on Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Well, it's not that. It's I'm mainly keeping you company as well.
No, but I know you have thoughts on Falcon and the
Oh
Winter
yeah,
Soldier.
I do.
Yeah. That's why I said
do.
you'll probably join me. And it's great having someone to talk to, and
Yeah, no. I'm just pulling it.
and since you don't stream much yourself anymore, I guess the people have to come to my channel to watch you.
Well, I guess so. I mean, this is what I do on mine, but I haven't streamed in a while.
Alan says you're the pen ultimate expert.
Oh,
Wait. So who's the ultimate?
penultimate? I'm not the penultimate. Penultimate? Alan is the ultimate.
It's the pun. The pun kind of doesn't work on the level because it makes you sound like you're the second.
He's so high, he's the low.
I would not be. No, Reed knows way more about pens than I do. I wouldn't even try to.
Nah.
Want to go against Reed on pen?
No, but you know what works for you, and that's great. It's better.
Well, I mean, I'm trying different stuff, and that's one thing I recommend.
Yeah, that's what I like about you, that you're willing. You say that you can't do this, but then you'll try it, and then that's good.
But like they said, when I talk about like my knowledge of brush pens, I mean I have tried brush pens. I can use one, but it's much more of a conscious effort for me to control a brush pen.
Yeah, plus you had surgery on your hand, so that makes.
I haven't had surgery, no, but I do have nerve damage.
Oh, nerve damage. Oh, I thought you had surgery. That's how come.
No, the only thing they've done so far is like run current through my arm to figure out what's wrong with it, but it's not bad. It's not bad enough to warrant surgery because I still have functionality. I still have strength.
It's too much of, doing your braking back in the day when you were popping and locking and spinning on your hand.
I wasn't really the guy that spun on my hands. I did the windmills.
You can do the windmills?
Yeah.
Wow, I could never do the windmill.
Well, you're a big guy.
so are you.
Not in high school. I wasn't. I was 120 pounds in high school.
Oh, okay.
I'm twice that now.
I got you beat then. God.
Alan says he's the pun ultimate expert.
Penultimate.
The pun ultimate.
Then what is John?
I think Alan would beat John in a pun.
Yeah, no, I know. John, yeah, I don't know. They're pretty close. When you have them together, they're like bang, 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 bang.
I'm just thinking the people that came here to watch art being done are like, what the hell am I watching now?
No, half of it is like the banter at the end. What are you talking about? They come here for your skills and they stay for your personality. That's how it is.
Yeah, well, they're getting shorted on both counts.
What are you talking about? Don't sell yourself short, man. Sounds familiar. Yeah, don't sell you that. Yeah. Look. Even Alan's laughing at you. No, I don't know what John would be.
He's a fun guy.
He's the funultimate. Funultimate. He's the Oreo expert.
Alan, have you been watching Falcon and Winter Soldier? You going to join us next Sunday to do a deep dive? What time is it? It's 9:14. Yeah, I probably should get ready for bed.
You got a lot to do tomorrow?
Well, I mean, I get up at 5 every day now, so.
Really? That's
get
right.
on the road, go to work.
Yeah. So how is traffic now?
It's.
I have been watching the Falcon.
It hasn't fully picked up, but it's picking up. Yeah.
You can never know. There was the other week they had that multiple accident. Took forever to get into town from the west side.
So Alan, next Sunday at 2 Hawaii time, we'll be doing a deep dive into Falcon Winter Soldier and drawing some Falcon Winter Soldier related art, or at least I will. I'm not sure what Reed will be doing, but I'm sure we'll dig into it. And
Andrew's a good one to have because he knows all the source.
Yeah, if he wants to, Andrew's always welcome. We had fun doing the.
I heard.
The mega, ultra mega.
Yeah, I heard. He's the guy. He's like Sheldon Cooper and just like spits out all of that facts about stuff.
Alan's telling me his wife Gail started working at Pearl Harbor the other week. What is she doing there, Alan? Administrative work on the sub area. Okay.
Oh wow. She got a cushy job.
Maybe not. I don't know. The administrative work. It may not be like mentally taxing, but depending on what you do, I think it can be emotionally taxing. I'm at the headquarters of Pacific Fleet, Alan.
Well, my mother was the senior analyst. She analyzed all the funding for everything and all the jobs where the money's going and stuff. That's what my mother was. That is taxing in a man's world. What does Brett do? Brett works there.
Brett works at the shipyard.
Yeah. So you know his job?
No. And I don't know if something you should talk about. So.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I'm going to wrap up. Reed, thanks for joining me, and Alan and Virgo Sky and Chase and whoever else may have wandered in and out. Thanks for joining. Next week, 2 o'clock Hawaii time, we'll talk Documentary Soldier. You got thoughts? We've got thoughts. Come give us your thoughts. And you're welcome to draw something too. I always open up the stream if people want to come in. Okay.
Yep.
Aloha.
And the show.